Welcome to HeKate's Crossing, to another small deck collection. Okay, so what I'm doing at the moment is looking at Jayne Wallace's decks. Now I've got 3 of hers. I do actually want the Angel Tarot that she has, and I also want the new Moon and Stars ones coming out. So let me tell you what I've done, what I like about Jayne Wallace's decks. Now I know they're pit. Okay, and a lot of people don't like pit decks. I actually quite like pit decks in a way, and what is good about Jayne Wallace's decks, and they're all the same with them, is that they do have a keyword at the bottom of the deck, of the card. Now I work with Rider-Waite-Smith, so I don't, and I've worked with other oracle decks, other tarot decks over the last 20 plus years, so I have an understanding of tarot numerology and suits and all that sort of stuff. So I do find I really like the art. I don't know why, but I really like the artwork, the colors, the keywords. I actually really like Jayne's decks. So this one is called the Magical Nordic. Now what I did was, with each of these tarot decks, I've also matched an oracle deck with it. So the Magical Nordic tarot deck, right, I actually chose, looking for a Nordic oracle deck. Now there's runes as well, you could use the rune cards and all that sort of stuff, and I do have Nina's rune card, which I should have grabbed, which if you just give me a moment I will do so, because I really believe, yeah, I have one problem. It'd be a good idea if I use the ribbon opening up this deck. Just give me a moment. Okay, I'm back. I should have paused it, but I stopped it by accident. I should have paused. But anyway, I'm back. So what I was wanting to do with the Magical Nordic tarot deck was actually have the Yggdrasil or the Bifrost oracle deck, and also I've got Nina's Spiral Rune deck as well, which is on Make Playing Cards, right? But you could use any rune deck at all, whatever you want. Okay, and then also the book as well. So any rune book, or so I think they work really, really well together. It has that Nordic theme. So that to me is a lovely little collection of oracle deck, tarot and oracle. So you're using the Magical Nordic tarot, the Bifrost or the Yggdrasil, whatever you want to call it, oracle deck, excuse me, and a rune deck. I think that makes a really nice small collection. Okay, so continuing with oops, let me put them to one side. I want to come back to that. Let me just move the boxes out of the way. So we've got to make some. Okay, back again. What happened was I thought I'd recorded this video and I'd only recorded part of it. So let me continue with this video. Okay, I've looked at the Magical Nordic cards, right? Great little collection. Okay, Oceanic Tarot. Okay, so I've got the Oceanic Tarot by Jayne Wallace with the Magical Mermaids oracle deck. and I blabbered on and blabbered on, and suddenly realised that I hadn't recorded all of it for some reason. I'd stopped it by accident. I must have knocked it with my mouse or whatever. So anyway, let me continue. I also got the Crystal Power. Remembering we're talking about tarot decks by Jayne Wallace, of course, and I do want her I want her Angel Tarot and the new Stars and Moon, One Star Moon, Star and Moon, coming out at some stage. So here's the crystal. So what have I done? So I've got Crystal Power Tarot with the Crystal Oracle by Tony Salerno. Basically, I had put labels on it so I could read it. Other than that, you could use the book, no problems at all. I've got the Oceanic Tarot with the Mermaids of Oracle, Oracle of Mermaids. So for me, I've got these 3 tarot decks, 3 Oracle decks, and a Rune deck as well. And you could mix and match. I don't think there's anything wrong with using the Crystal Power tarot deck with the Oracle of Mermaids if you wanted to, using the Oceanic Tarot with the crystals, using the Nordic Oracle cards with any of those tarot decks, using the Magical Nordic Tarot with the crystals or the mermaids, the Rune decks with any of those tarot decks. It doesn't matter. I feel you could mix and match this collection really, really well. So basically you have 3 tarot decks here. If you had the Angel Tarot as well, you could have another Angel Oracle deck if you wanted to. But again, I think this is a great little collection. You've got the ocean, you've got the crystals, you've got Magic Nordic ones if you wanted to. So you really do have a lovely collection of tarot decks and a mixture of oracle decks. There are other Norse, Viking type oracle decks that you could use instead. There's lots of different rune decks that you could use, new card decks, or use runes instead, wooden or whatever you wanted. There are other crystal oracle decks that you could use with this Crystal Tarot if you wanted to. It really is just suggestions of some ideas. There's lots of ocean type oracle decks that you could use with the Oceanic Tarot if you wanted to stick to this really nice small collection. You basically got 3 tarot, 3 oracle, and then the rune cards if you wanted to add to that. You could use crystals in as a crystal divination tool as well. So I think I might show you that as well. Just give me a second. Okay, so what I want to add to this collection here is actually actually crystals that you can use for divination. So each of the crystal has a different meaning. For example, blue lace agate is harmonization, clear quartz is clarification. You've got it's actually a calcite. Could use citrine in regards to a money sort of thing. You've got amethyst, which is transformation, aventurine, which is expansion. You've got hematite, which is preordination, rose quartz, which is a sense of reconciliation. Got sodalite, which is communication, and I'm using the black obsidian for protection. So yeah, and you use that as part of a divination, just choosing 3 or 4 crystals and getting a message that way. So there's lots of things that you could do to enhance your divination practice, if you like. So that's one way of looking at this collection of decks using 3 tarot, 3 oracle. You've got runes, and you've got the crystals in a pouch that you can use for divination. So that's it from me. Don't forget to check the links below, check the links on my channel, like, subscribe, and ring that bell so you know when the next video will be uploaded. Take care and blessed be.